Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Ball Player's Guide, your guide to everything ball. Today, we are going to be talking about the deals, baby. It's deal season. It's all about the art of the deal. Joey said that this would be boring, but I said, shut up, Joey. This is interesting. People like to talk ball. They want to listen to three white boys from the Midwest yuck it up. So
The
we're going
stove
to
is
get
hot.
in. Stove is hot, just like
Not
my
really, but
stove, where I burn plastic in. So we had to order in food, but we're not going to talk about that right now because there's other deals. We're going to start with free agents and then move to trades, and then kind of, if we have time, finish it up with some kind of twins. What is you doing, baby? Kind of thing. A little Trevor Plouffe there, but it's dark and depressing. But let's talk about the other teams who are actually doing things that are interesting. First, I think the biggest one for the baseball world is Dylan Cease to the Blue Jays. Do you guys have the terms up on his contract? Because I do not.
yeah, 7 years, 210 million. But there is some deferrals there, so I don't know what the actual like present value is, but 7 years, 210 million, and then only 20. It's 30 per year, but only 26 counts against their luxury tax total.
Um, do you guys think he would have gotten 7 for 210 after the year that he had? Because I
No,
feel like everyone that I like talked to, oh my God, I'm sorry if you can hear my dog right now. I don't know what's going on. I feel like everyone that like was talking baseball and like was in the know was like he's having a down year, like he's struggling. Like there was even talks like but the Padres even going to use him in the playoffs? Like, what are we like? I just didn't think we expected this. But I mean, you look at his numbers, and sorry, he had a 4.55, which on the surface doesn't look good, a 1.33 WHIP, but he's never been like a guy who's not going to walk people. But then you look at all of his other numbers, like his velo was in like really high, his chase rate was really high, his whiff percentage, his K percentage, like I feel like he could kind of be like a Blake Snell, like kind of follow that path. Like I'm gonna walk dudes, but I'm also gonna strike dudes out. Maybe the Blue Jays just see that.
yeah, I know. Like if you look strictly at ERA, you're going to see that 4.55, and that's going to scare you away. I think what the Blue Jays see is I think his peripherals, like you just said, they still look good, and I think the Blake Snell comparison is a really good one. I think like he's kind of done like the good year bad year since 2022, like won the Cy Young 2 in 2022 with the White Sox, then was a little bit down in 23. 2024 was pretty good again. Let's see, he was Cy Young 4 that year in the National League, and then was kind of down. But I think you still see the things you want to see from him with like the swing and miss and everything there. So I like it for the Blue Jays. I think to build off your momentum of making the World Series, and especially you kind of have to look ahead to the future because Barrios doesn't have much left on his deal. I don't think you have Bieber for this year, which I can't believe that's another discussion. I can't believe he picked up that. He decided to pick up his option there because I thought he would have made more money than I think it was 1 for 15. But so you got to assume like there's a couple people in the rotation that were going to leave, so I think that fills that spot, kind of building off the momentum of the World Series, and then I don't think they're done. I think the consensus is that I think they either get Tucker or they get Bichette. I think it's going to be they're going to go for one of the two. I actually think Tucker's would probably be a better fit, probably be better for him, but I think Bichette would be good too. But I think they're not done. But yeah, I like it for him. I know you kind of look at the contract, and that's kind of tough. But to get good players like this, you're going to have to overpay maybe a little bit, and that's just kind of how it works.
I like it. It wasn't the guy I expected the Blue Jays to go get. That the Blue Jays were not on my radar for him at all. Um, but I like the idea. People are talking about the high ERA, but I like the idea of going from Xander Bogaerts at short to now Andres Jimenez, one of the best shortstops. Ernie Clement is pretty good with the glove too on that side. Um, and Dalton Varsho in center. I mean, it's a I think that's a big upgrade compared to someone like Bogarts, and I think Cronenworth played second, so that middle infield probably wasn't the best defensively. So I think that could help bring some of those numbers down. His high strikeouts is really nice to see. 215 and 168 innings. He's a guy that's always going to show up and give you 32, 33 starts every year. Um, I like it. But like I said, wasn't the guy I thought the Blue Jays would get. But now you pair that with Gosman, Savage, Barrios, Bieber. That's a pretty solid rotation right there.
Not to mention you got Bassett back there who will
Hmm.
eat innings and he can fill in and he'd be a perfectly serviceable starter. I'm sure they've got other dudes in the minor leagues you can throw in there and they'll be just fine. Um, I was just looking more into Dylan Cease's baseball savant and um, his expected ERA was a 3.46 this year. So I don't know, maybe
Mhm.
that is the defense playing into it, but like you think about it, he's gonna have Alejandro Kirk behind the dish. He's gonna have Vladdy at first, who plays a Gold Glove level defense at first. Like you're gonna have um a much better team behind him, I think. Not to mention, like I feel like just being in that culture for him too, because the Padres, you never know what you're gonna get.
Mhm.
Like they're all over the place. They're selling, they're buyers. It's just like everyone's in and out. I feel like if you put him into that team, I think he could become like another Cy Young level pitcher. Get back to that spot.
And, and kind of like what I was saying earlier, I was wrong about Brios. He's actually technically has a couple more years, but it's Gosman's last year.
Yeah.
It's 2026. So there's kind of a little bit of planning ahead there, because him and Bieber are only under contract for 2026 technically. So you look going forward. I think you like Cease and Savage at the top of your rotation for the next 5 years for sure.
And knowing the Jays, they're going to go out and get another arm because they've never been afraid of spending money. So like,
Yep.
if they need someone, they're going to go get someone. Like I could see them getting Scherzer for another year and filling him in there. All this, I'm just looking at it. He is a two-pitch pitcher. He's had all this success with two pitches. He's a
Yeah.
fastball slider guy, 41% of the time for both of them. Like he throws his curveball 8%. He has a sinker that he throws 5%. Like he's 29 years old. It's not unheard of for a pitcher once they get over 30 to develop another pitch. Like you look at Sonny Gray, who we're going to talk about later, like he's developed more pitches throughout his career. He's increased his repertoire. He's changed how he pitches. So like there's nothing to say Dylan Cease can't do that in Toronto either.
Yep. So Fangraphs has their rotation. I forgot they must have gotten Cody Ponce today. I didn't see that, but
Yep.
so they have Gosman, Cease, Bieber, Savage, and then they have Cody Ponce there in the fifth, and then Brios is there as well as maybe fifth or sixth starter, long relief type situation there. So I think their rotation is in. I think they're probably done there, but look to see them to get another big bat, whether that's Bichette or Tucker.
Even if you have Ponce like slide in between that like swing man, like kind of like
Yep.
the Bassett role type of thing, like you can never have too much starting pitching depth. I mean, just look at the Dodgers. They won the World Series because of their starting pitching depth because they could just throw dudes back into the bullpen. Um, so I don't know. I think it's awesome for the Blue Jays. I think it cements himself as probably the best team in the American League again.
Is Bassett back? I think he's a free agent, right?
Yeah, he's still a free agent.
Okay.
I I have a hard time seeing him going somewhere else. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's been
that
there
is true.
forever. He's old. Like he's what is he like 36, something like that?
Yeah, I know he
37.
really likes it there too, or whatever.
Yeah. Like I just kind of penciled him in as like, yep, you're
Yep.
going back there. Kind of like the Andrew McCutcheon 1 year to the Pirates. Like for the last few years, like, yep, you're just going back. Keep doing it. Anything else on Dylan Cease?
Just that my heart is crushed that Cody Ponce signed there. That was my one Twins pick.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be getting a lot of twin signings there, Joey. So I think you can slow down on your
Yeah,
hopes and
I'll,
dreams.
So
I'll get over it. Maybe.
they're going to bring back Ty France in March, and that's what we're going to get excited about.
Hell yeah, we are. Viva la France, baby. All right, next, let's lump our reliever signings together. You got Devin Williams to the Mets. I have on my note sheet here, Mets gonna Met. I don't know if anyone saw him getting a multi-year deal like that, but I think the Mets are buying low on a reliever with a proven history. Because what is it, 3 for 30?
3 for 50.
3 for 50. Okay.
Yeah.
Who's 3 for 30 that just signed? Was that Ponce?
Yeah.
Okay. So 3 for 50, which I might be a little bit of an overpay, but I mean, like, you look at Devin Williams, what he's been. I mean, if you can get him back to where he was, he's a stud. And if you look at his savant numbers, it's red all over the place. So I don't know how his ERA is that bad. Like his expected ERA is a 309, and it was a 479 this year. Like so it's almost supposed to be 2 runs lower. His He's in the 90th percentile or higher, actually, 94th percentile in off-speed run value, expected batting average, chase percentage, whiff percentage, strikeout percentage, and extension on his pitches. So I mean, like you get him into the Mets system, like he's gonna be successful.
Mhm. And I looked at his game logs before hopping on here, and it looked like his big issue was just his blowups. Like I have it pulled up now to 3 runs, 3 runs, 3 runs, 4 runs. Like he just had some really bad like blowups that kind of inflate the ERA. Now, even with that, like he didn't look good this year. I know, and I remember reading some things like maybe his changeup wasn't as good, but then I know you kind of look at, Savant, you look at some of those things, and it looks like the peripherals were there. So it's kind of
I
puzzling to know. And I mean, I try not to watch the Yankees that much, so I can't I wasn't watching a lot of Devin Williams outings this year, but I'm
so
sure it was frustrating to watch because especially all those big innings and all those sorts of things. That yeah, I don't know.
one thing I noticed on his Savant is every year his arm angle is dropped. So at the beginning of his career, it was at 31 or at 31 degrees. Then it was 27, 26, 24, 23, and then last year was 21. So I mean, he's throwing that from like damn near like sideways instead of being like up here more. So if he can get it back up even just a couple degrees, and I know there's metrics and stuff, but like with his changeup, if he can raise it up a little bit, he's going to get so much more rotation on his changeup is going to dive more. His fastball is going to play better, and I imagine you get more on top of the ball, you get a little bit more velo, maybe. Like I feel like that's an easy fix that I can find just like looking at this. I haven't seen any video or whatever. I didn't
Yeah,
watch them last year, but like fix it. That seems like an easy
yeah,
fix.
and it's kind of a weird thing, like because you can always play like you sign in New York and it doesn't go well right away, and the fan base kind of turns on you type of thing. Like you can kind of play that card with the Yankees sometimes, but now you're staying in New York and going to the Mets, so I don't know. I mean, I know that fan base isn't technically as brutal, but like it's still that big market. So maybe that could have played a factor too. But he was kind of brutal, but I think he had a long enough history of success that I wouldn't be surprised if he turns it around again to be good. But I wonder if the Mets are done in the bullpen. Like, do they bring back Diaz too, or like they have to, right?
I think so, yeah. I think it makes a lot of sense if they do, because the first few years of Williams' career, he was pitching in front of Josh Hader,
Yep.
and he had a lot of success doing that. So I think pairing him with someone like Edwin Diaz, who's done it for, he's got to be reaching 10 years in the bigs, close to it. So pair him with a guy like that, work on a couple things. I think that back end could be one of the best in baseball if he figures it out.
Yeah, a little less pressure. You probably give him the eighth inning,
Mhm.
and I know right away he was the closer for the Yankees, and then it was a weird deal. How Boone handled that was really weird from what I remember. Like he was the closer, and then he wasn't, and then they tried to kind of give it back to him again, and then it didn't work out from what I remember. And so what I think, yeah, if you bring Diaz back and he's an eighth inning guy, a little less pressure, you can kind of figure some things out. I definitely agree with that, Joe. I really think this could end up working out for him.
I'm just looking at
This,
the Mets depth chart, Sergio. He's slotted in at their closer, and then they have AJ Minter, Albert Alzolay, who I didn't know he signed there. Um,
Adbert.
Brooks Raley, Huascar Brazoban, Dick Lovelady, and Tyler McGill, who's injured. I mean, they need bullpen help because I don't know many of those fellas. So we'll see what they got. But I think this is a step in the right direction for the Mets. And we know they're not done spending money because they're the Mets.
Yep.
Ryan Helsley to the Baltimore Orioles, which I think we put some other pitchers there, but I don't think any of us put Helsley there, did we?
Nope, I don't believe
I
so.
kind of similar to Devin Williams, had been really, really good. Last year he had a down year, 4.5 ERA over 58 games, 1.5 whip, which is not good, especially out of your closer. You do not want that. But I mean, he's a career like 1-1 whip guy, if not lower. Slider fast. I mean, kind of similar to Devin Williams. Like, see what you can get out of him. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think?
I like it for the Orioles because their bullpen was like historically bad last year at like blowing games, and I know that was a kind of a big struggle for them at the beginning of the year, and then they kind of weren't able to catch up once they got into too deep of a hole. So I mean, I like it for them. They traded. I mean, I think they I think it was technically they got Kittredge back from the Cubs in a
Mhm.
trade because I don't think the Cubs released him or anything. So I mean, Helsley and Kittredge in the back end of that bullpen kind of reinforces that for them. And yeah, overall I like it for them.
It's diff it's different. I wasn't expecting it at all. But you pair him with Felix Bautista. Is Yennier Cano still that guy he was a couple years ago, or is he bad? That's kind of my big question looking at there.
That's Twins legend, Yennier
Yeah,
Cano to you. Thank you
yeah.
very much, sir.
That whole 8 games before they shipped him off for
Woo!
Jorge Lopez.
But what are the games that they were?
I like it. I'm just shocked because he was brutal with the Mets last year. Like terrible. One of the worst 20 inning stretches you'll see from a guy like that. I was going to say the same thing with Devin Williams. It's not a drastic overpay at all. Like for a reliever,
One
it's
year
not
deal.
bad. So, what?
What was the contract on this one?
I think it was 2 for 28,
Two for
Okay, it was
28
it
with a
was 2 years.
2027 player option.
Okay.
which he has 2 good years. That's obviously not going to get picked up. But
Right.
the Orioles needed to do something. Now I think they need to shift to building that rotation. I think overall their offense needs a little work, but not like a big. They just got Taylor Ward, which
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll talk about. But I I just don't know what the Orioles are right now. So I'm really struggling to figure this one out and put it
It's a
together.
weird spot because they needed to fix the bullpen. But then if you look at that division in the whole as a whole, like the Yankees, Red Sox, and Blue Jays, they're all. I mean, the Red Sox are trending upwards. The Blue Jays has had that year. The Yankees are going to be around. You're almost to the point where like the Orioles would be finished either last or second. Like it would be the Rays or the Orioles that you would project
Yeah.
last in this division as of now. And it's kind of weird, the Orioles have a bunch of young guys that had like 2 years ago they won the division, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they kind of took a step back, and all those other teams kind of took steps forward, and yeah, they're in a weird spot. Like I think they have to kind of go. They have all these young guys in the lineup, and I think you kind of have to go for it a little bit. And I think this is a good start. But yeah, I'd be curious to see what they do the rest of the way. And the Taylor Ward trade is interesting for them. I think that's good for their lineup. Although trading a controllable, like I know there might be some injury stuff there with Rodriguez, and we might get into this later, but that trade didn't make a lot of sense to me with how much control he had.
I don't know the Orioles season last year, but was he good? Grayson Rodriguez? Like,
He
was
didn't.
he
He was hurt.
okay? 'Cause I don't know anything about him or his season. Like, as soon as they sucked, I just threw them out of my mind. Like I don't care about you anymore. Go away. You're depressing me
Yeah.
because you should have been awesome. But yeah, he's 26, Grayson
Yeah.
Rodriguez.
And he was a top prospect for him.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's what have you done for me lately kind of league, and he hasn't done jack shit lately for him. So like, get out of here. Let's maybe change the scenery. Maybe like I don't know. He'd been there for a while. It felt like maybe just like get out and do yourself a favor and find a new team. I don't know. It's weird.
I have their baseball reference team page pulled up, and it's not good. Like their offense is like, what is Adley Rutschman anymore?
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't. Yeah, I was gonna say he wasn't terrible, but his hitting stats are pretty
They're
terrible.
not. They're bad.
Yeah.
Like he is
That's not good.
bad.
The
He
second
was
half,
Sometimes
the second half of 2024 and basically all of 2025, he hasn't had it at the plate, which is interesting because like his first year, 2.5 years in the bigs, you could make an argument like a top catcher in baseball,
mhm.
and that's fallen pretty quickly here because I don't even think he's that good of a defender, right?
He must be all
I don't
right.
know.
He put up a basically a 2 WAR with his as bad of a hitting stats as he had, but I don't think
Um,
he's that great either.
he is about 76% in framing, 61% in pop time. He's
Okay,
average. He's league
okay,
average.
Okay.
league average.
Yeah. I mean, he is what he is. He's if people are interested, I'd love to do like a film breakdown of Adley's swing from like 2023 to last year because I saw something about it and it is like you don't see T-ball swings as bad as some of the swings he was taking last year. Just the mechanics, like everything was so weird.
Yeah.
So like I don't know if people are interested, like you can either comment on like Twitter or below this video, let me know. But like I love doing film breakdowns, especially like swing mechanics, pitching mechanics type of stuff.
They have Gunner,
They have
5.3 WAR.
Gunner.
The first full year of Jackson Holiday wasn't anything special.
Nobody's 20 or whatever.
Yeah, he'll he'll figure it out, but I don't know. I don't see a window for them right now. Like I'm looking at this team and I think that the Blue Jays, the Red Sox, and the Yankees are leaps and bounds better than this team.
It comes down to you have to hit and you have to pitch. And last year they didn't hit, and we know that they can't pitch. So, like, who are you, Orioles? What are you going to do?
I think the lineup will bounce back. I really do. Like if you look at like Gunnar Henderson 2 years ago compared to last year, like a step down. Adley
Yeah.
another step down. Like I think you'll see. I think the lineup will be better. I don't think it's good enough to compete in the AL East. Like, but they're going to be better for sure. I think.
Last thing I have on the Orioles is I'm looking at Ryan Helsley, and I'm finding out that I'm an arm angle guy. Didn't know if this was a thing about me, but I guess I am. When he came into the league in 2020, he was at 52 degrees, which is like here, right? Like it was vertical. And every year since then, except for one, it's gone up. And now he's at 62.
Yeah,
He's
he's a
throwing it from
straight
Really?
over the
damn
top
near
guy.
here.
So
So
he's
like
really over
last
the top.
year,
Okay.
yeah, last year was 60. And it's just gone up and up and up and up. So I mean, like there has to be something there because his fastball was horrible last year. He was in the 3 percentile, 2 percentile of fastball run value last year. Like you're throwing 100 plus and you're in the 2 percentile of fastball run value. Like that's some Lance Lynn shit
Yeah.
on the Twins. Like be better. That's all. Just be better.
Isn't it kind of fun? Not like kind of fun, but kind of funny to watch Lance Lynn pitch though, or like when you were like he's throwing fastballs. It just depends on which direction it's going. He's gonna throw his four seam. He's gonna throw his sinker. He's gonna throw his cutter, and like that's like
It's like Kyle Hendricks. Like he's got
90
his
90% of the time.
yeah. It's Kyle Hendricks. It's like you got the fastball, the cutter, the sinker,
Yeah.
the changeup,
Yeah.
the curveball. All
I
right.
got one more question about Helsley.
What? He's depressing
Can
me.
can you find what his pull rate was? Like how often hitters pulled? against him, righties specifically.
Great question. We're gonna have to get our stat guy on it. Are you saying that because you know it or because you're interested in it?
No, I want to know what it was because one of my theories is Baltimore now has that deep left field. So I'm wondering if he got a lot of balls pulled off of him to left field. But
Okay. I will look into it and I will get back to you
yeah,
later.
okay.
I'm just gonna keep clicking random pages and see what happens on Baseball Savant. All right.
Did the Orioles move the wall back in? Sorry, this
Yeah.
is really random.
Yeah, they did.
Didn't they move it back
I
in
didn't-
again? But
I
not
didn't think it was
quite
much.
not back to like where it was originally, but they moved it back in a little bit. Because they moved it, I think they moved it too far, and they're like, "Oh crap, that was dumb. Like, why did we do that?"
I think you are correct.
Let's see.
Okay. We can run through the rest of these signings pretty quick because I think they're pretty much just like they are what they are. Raisel Iglesias back to the Braves, right?
Yep,
For was it a 1 year deal again? Did I see that right?
believe so.
I mean, he's gonna be in that. I think that 1 year to the same team over and over again until he doesn't want to pitch for them anymore. And I'd like to apologize to Raisel Iglesias. I wasn't familiar with your game because I thought
Yeah,
in my notes I put, it's fine. Dude's nasty.
Mhm.
It's 3-2 with a 1 WHIP in 67 innings. He's 35, and he's just chucking it.
he's still doing
He's doing the
Yeah.
damn thing. So I'm sorry, I didn't know about your game, Mr. Iglesias. I'm gonna let you guys talk about him because clearly I don't know ball.
It's an interesting offseason for the Braves. I like if they're gonna. It's weird with them because they have so many guys locked up like long term. Like, what can they do? But I do. I think it makes sense for them.
I know he was really bad in the first half this last year. His ERA at one point was well over 6, and that was looks like about June, so about pretty close to the first half. And he worked it all the way back down to a 3-2. So I don't know if the Braves were just bad in the first half and he was just part of that, but he got a lot better as the season went on. It looks like 14 straight innings ish. Didn't give up a run to end the season, according to his game logs.
And if
And
they,
sorry, Logan, he gave up between August and September. He gave up 1 earned run in the last 2 months of the year.
and looking at their currently projected bullpen, if they weren't bringing him back, they were gonna have to bring somebody in. Iglesias, Dylan Lee, Joe Jimenez, Aaron Bummer. That's kind of their. So if it wasn't him, they're bringing in somebody, and I think like Iglesias has been there since what 2022.
Yeah, he got
Probably.
that
I
big
think
deal from the Angels, and then they dumped him right away, pretty
Yep.
much.
Oh, yep, that's right. And then they traded him must have been at that deadline. So he's been there for a while, comfortable there. They know what they're getting. I think it's a good thing for him.
Yeah.
Joey, in answer to your question,
hmm
people just be hitting the ball all over the place on him.
Okay.
I think the thing is they just hit it hard
Yeah.
because like when he misses middle, and I mean doesn't matter how fast you throw it. MLB players are going to be able to hit it middle, and like I think it's a pretty even distribution around the whole field from what I'm seeing. But I think they're able to because he is so over the top, like they're able to like the angle of the bat and all that stuff. Like I think they're just able to connect on it easier because like his launch angle, I mean, it's pretty extreme that they're in that like sweet spot zone when they do hit it. So I think that's just what that is. All right. That's me being a nerd. Next signing, Josh Naylor. I love it. I think it's amazing. He
No-brainer.
is like, I mean, if they didn't bring him back, I think it would have been like a huge sin on them. He's 28, coming off as probably second best season as a pro, heart and soul of that team down the road. I think if not including Cal Raleigh, but like he's the emotional leader. He's like out there every day. He's yelling and screaming. I love it. I think it's awesome for them.
And I don't think they overpaid either. He got 5 for
Yeah.
92, which I
Yep.
think is really about as fair as it gets for him.
Did you guys
And
see? Sorry, go ahead, Logan.
you really want to give props to the Mariners for going for it at the deadline, like to get Suarez, to get him, and to go for it, and now to bring Naylor back. And the thing with the Mariners, their starting rotation is good. Their pitching is good. It's just what they can do with their lineup. And to bring Naylor back, I think everybody, like every prediction ever, I think everybody had him going back, and I
Yeah.
think it's a very good thing that he did.
In a perfect world, I had him going to the Twins because I love watching Josh Naylor, and I think he would have been really fun to see every day, but it was never going to happen. So I'm glad that he's going somewhere where they like him, they appreciate him, and he can just mash.
We got to find ways to bring up the Twins in these episodes somehow.
Yeah, because they're not going to do it by themselves.
We did have a request for more twin slander in our free agent prediction video. So
I'm ready for that.
Okay, we need to have just an episode where we just rant and vent because if we do it every episode, it's going to get old. We just need to like pile up our grievances and then just let it out in like one go.
I have lots to say, actually.
It could
I have
get
so much.
ugly.
depending on how next week goes with the winter meetings,
Yeah.
shout
Could
out
be-
Wyatt. He's the one that commented. So
Shout out Wyatt.
my center fielder. Thank you.
Sure, buddy. We two things on Josh Naylor before we move on. One on Savant, he's listed as 5'10", 235. Nope, he's not 235. I'm gonna call bullshit on that. And then, did you see what one of the main reasons that he said why he stayed with the Mariners was?
Well, he's from there.
Nope,
But
that wasn't it. He said that one of the big reasons that he decided to stay with the Mariners is because of Tucker, their clubhouse dog. And he looks like a very good boy, and I'm very happy for him because I would also stay for Tucker, the clubhouse dog. Probably the weirdest trade, I think, just because they said on the Compound Ian Happ's podcast last week, you don't really see one-for-one trades anymore.
No.
So, like Marcus Semien to the Mets, Brandon Nimmo to the Rangers. One for one. I don't think there was even any money exchange. It's just like you get this guy, you get this guy.
So the Mets did send $5 million, is what I'm reading. So yeah, and so nothing basically. To lay it out a little bit, Semien has 3 years, $72 million remaining, and Nimmo is a little bit longer. He's got 5 years, $102 million left.
But Nimmo's also 32, and Semien is
36.
Yeah, 30. He just turned 35. He'll turn 36
35.
next September.
Okay.
I don't know what to think about this. Semien statistically had a down year. He's had a down year the last couple of years, but like some of his like metrics were fine. Like he squares the ball up, he doesn't chase, he doesn't whiff, he doesn't strike out, he just doesn't hit the ball hard, I think is part of it. But also like I don't know, like some of his numbers, you look at it and you're like, you should be better than what you are, I think, based off of what we see here. And I mean, he's a nasty fielder. At 35, he still has 81st percentile sprint speed. So like he's cooking. So like I don't know. I think if you don't have to be like the guy, like he kind of was for the Rangers with like it was basically him and Seager. Like that's it. But now you go to the Mets and you've got Lindor, you've got Soto, like you've got like Vientos if he like turns it on, becomes who he is supposed to be. Like I think you slot him into that like 7th spot maybe, and you're fine with what he brings you.
He's an interesting. I mean, this year aside, he only played 127 games this year, but 2021, 162 games, 2022, 161, 23, 162, 24, 159. So you can basically pencil him in there every single day at second base, and you can be fine with that. And I think last week I said I think my original thoughts is I didn't like it as much for the Mets. But I think I thought a little more. I think for both sides, it really is a confusing trade. Like, I can't say for certain, like, oh, this side won or this side. I see the reasons for both. Both teams kind of like missed the playoffs last year, want a little bit of a shakeup or whatever. Nimmo was I think the longest tenured Met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, or he's been in the organization for forever. So I think maybe they wanted to kind of move on from that and just kind of see what happens.
This is my kind of trade. It's right up my alley. I'm very old fashioned when it comes to trades, but I cannot stand all these deals that are trading a guy for 20-year-olds that might make the big leagues. So I love this trade. I just think it's a bit of a change of scenery thing. I don't know how easy it is to hit in Texas, but I think a new stadium could help. He is older, so I don't expect nearly what he put up, but he's a guy that I could easily see him being their leadoff guy on opening day. I think
Are you
he
talking
just won a
Semien?
gold glove. Yeah,
Yeah.
just won a gold glove. Like him and Lindor up the middle. And a 1, 2, 3 in the order of Semien, Lindor, Soto, you're taking that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Nimmo,
And Nimmo can still, he can still swing it.
yeah, I like it for the Rangers too, because they got nothing from Jock Peterson, and he's going to be back. Adolis got non-tendered, so it makes sense.
Because Nimmo's not a center fielder anymore. Like
No,
he is.
No.
he will play left or right, and they have
Yes.
Langford in left and Evan
Yeah.
Carter in center, and
Yeah.
now Nimmo probably in right.
Be my
So,
guess. Yeah.
which is still really good. It's just a matter of do they go out and get a second baseman of some sort that could fill in, whether that's trade or I'm almost shocked that somebody like Jeff McNeil didn't go with on this deal. Like maybe the Rangers throw in a back end bullpen or like a middle relief guy and get
Mm-hmm.
Jeff McNeil in this trade too, but
I don't get the Rangers. Like you look at their team, they've got DeGrom, who's sneaky 38 years old. He's like 37.5 according to Fangraphs, which is crazy.
They
Doesn't feel like
pitched
he
it
should be
really
that
well
old.
last year.
Yeah. You have Corey Seager, who's only 31. Feel like he should be 35. Feel like he's been around forever. Nate Eovaldi, who's older, Nimmo, who's older, Jock, who's older and bad now. Kyle Higashioka, who is probably their starting catcher since they waived Jonah Heim. That ain't great. Like you got Jake Berger, Josh Young, Josh Smith, Zeke Duran, like Wyatt Langford, Evan Carter. Like you just have these like old dudes who you like kind of know what you're gonna get, and then you have these young dudes who you're just like, what? Who are you? Like Wyatt Langford is fine. He's 24. Evan Carter is fine. He's only 23. Jack Leiter seems like he's going to be really good. So like, do Zeke Duran seems like he's going to be fine, if not good. But then you have like, yeah, there's just holes on this team with no real way to fill them, and they're already like, I just don't know. I don't understand the Texas Rangers.
Yeah, you win the World Series in 23, and then the 2 years after it are kind of meh. I don't know. And it's not like the team, I mean, it's a little bit different now, but it's not like the team is drastically different from when they won it either. I mean, they've got a couple young guys in there now, but I think it's just kind of some underperformance. So I think maybe you bring Nimmo in to shake it up a little bit. I know last year their lineup really struggled. Nimmo wasn't bad at the plate last year.
No, he was
760 OPS,
good.
114 OPS plus. I think from the Mets' perspective, they didn't want to have to pay Nimmo during his age 36 and age 37 season $20 million. I think the big part of it was the end of that contract, because I think there's still 2 or 3 good years left in Brandon Nimmo. I think those last couple of years could get iffy depending
I,
on how he ages and how that continues to play out.
I think the big thing with the Mets is he's not a center fielder anymore, and he probably wanted to play center field. They're saying like, well, we can't have you there, so we're gonna get something for you, kind of thing. And the Mets are not afraid to make moves. I think is what it comes
Mm-hmm.
down to.
I'm really questioning the Rangers trade deadline approach this last year with now them non-tendering Jonah Heim and Adolis Garcia, because you could have got something at the deadline, but they chose to try and go for it, which I get to. When you're right on the edge, it's tough, but I don't know, with the Mariners and Astros there and what the Astros did at the deadline, I don't see their deadline just looks bad now, in my opinion.
They got Merrill Kelly, didn't they?
Yeah.
Whew. Big name.
Cub should have been a Cub. Not mad about it, but it's okay.
Yeah, I don't know. The Rangers, like, they're always in it, so I'll just wait and see. But yeah, I guess we'll just wait and see. And then the last thing that I think we should talk about today, we can save the Twins talk for another episode for the Buxton trade clause, Pablo, Joe Ryan. What is you doing, baby Twins? We can save that for another time. Just know that we're not happy. But the last thing, Sonny Gray, Twins great, love him. He is traded from St. Louis to Boston for 2 prospects.
Yep. And then
And
the Cardinals sent $20 million to help
right,
cover that salary.
which basically is eating up almost one whole year, right, of money. He's making 30 million a year.
Basically 2/3 of the
Yeah. And I mean, Sonny was good. He had a 4.2 last year in his age 36 season, 1.23 whip. He threw 180 innings, 201 strikeouts in 180 innings. I mean, he is a crafty dude. He can still shove it. He doesn't throw as hard as he used to, but his breaking stuff is nasty. 97% percentile breaking run value. Like, he's gross. His stuff moves all over the place. He's a wily veteran. I love this for the Red Sox. Cardinals, I don't understand your organization, but it seems like you're going towards a full rebuild right now. And that
and that's what
sucks for
they
Cardinals
should
fans.
that's what they should be. Like, if you're the Cardinals, that's what you should be doing. I feel like the last 2 or 3 years they've kind of like hung around and hadn't committed to it, but I think they finally should. Like, let's
If
see
they
the
if
we
the
take a look
Cardinals
at
are going to, they need to
yeah,
trade Arenado for whatever scraps you can get
yep,
from him. He's
yep.
making 27 this year, 15 next year, which for Nolan Arenado, you'll take him for 15 million, even if he's not hitting. Eat some of the first year salary, send him away, trade away Wilson Contreras to someone that needs a first baseman who will play. He'll play 100 games, whatever. He'll hit 15 to 20 home runs. He'll scream at the other team. Like, just sell everybody that's below the age of, or that's above the age of 28. Everyone else keep. I don't understand this like back and forth. Well, we'll spend on some guys. We'll keep some other guys. We'll try to maybe like compete, sneak into a wild card. No, burn it down. This is not good enough. Restart. You have to.
Do you guys think Sonny Gray is good enough as a number 2 starter for the Red Sox? Like, for a team that's competing, do you think he still has that in him at this point in his career?
Yeah.
Because you
I
have, I
do
mean,
love
you have
this
you have an
question.
ace because you have an ace in Crochet, but
I think this deal with how much the Cardinals are sending over, I think the Red Sox are still easily in play for Joe Ryan. And I think it could easily get done. And now you're looking at Crochet, Joe Ryan, and Sonny Gray. And that's like I was going to say something, but I'm not going to say it now. Twins fans dream with a different word in there as well that I'm not going to say because there's probably kids listening, but that you want that all the time. And you're looking at possibly 2 years of Sonny. I don't know if they pick up that option because it's pretty hefty, but if they if he puts up 200 strikeouts again, you're not upset at all that you had to give up two guys to get him. So,
And then my other question for the Red Sox would be, I feel like the last couple off seasons, Duran's been rumored in trades, and either any of those young guys. Do you think any of those young guys get deal or dealt for pitching or something or the other in this? Like, I feel like he's been rumored for a couple of years now, but
I think if anybody, it'll be him or Willier, because those will probably get you a bigger return.
yep.
A guy like Yoshida, you almost have to trade like a contract swap
Yeah.
just because it's a pretty big deal, and he's a DH right now. He's proved that he can't play even left field at Fenway. So I don't know. But after what he did for them against the Yankees in the playoffs, I don't see how you can just easily trade him. But I think they almost have to move. Either figure out a way to move Yoshida's deal or have to trade Duran or Willier and figure it out from there. But
because they have a surplus in the outfield right
yeah,
now. They have too many people. So it'll be interesting to see if they trade somebody from that to get a starter, help out somewhere else.
I just realized the Twins' stupid idiot front office is going to trade for Yoshida.
I thought about that too, but that's a lot of money, and they've
The
got
Red
like
Sox would eat
$5 in the
some.
wallet.
The Red
They
Sox would eat some of the trade. Like if they if they did Yoshida and like two prospects for Joe Ryan and ate some of Yoshida's contract, look at me in my face and tell me the Twins wouldn't take that deal because they're like,
ooh, two 18-year-old prospects in single A. This one throws 97 miles an hour from the left-hand side. That sounds
awesome. Way to go, Joey. You got me mad.
they do love left-handed hitting outfielders, and I wouldn't that be awesome? Just like
No,
Yoshida, Larnick, Wallner. Oh, that's awesome.
we're moving on, and I'm talking about my random
Five of the exact same players. Alex Kirilloff, Larnick. Well, Wallner's a step above them, I guess. But
Kirilloff, what a career. Let's do a video on Alex Kirilloff, please.
real estate agent.
Yeah, all 130 games.
My real estate
played.
agent. Is that all that he played in his career?
No, it was more than that.
I was gonna say I had
It's
to have been more than that.
probably not
made his
too much
debut
more,
in
though.
made his debut in the playoffs.
Yeah, got a hit
Trivia
too.
question.
He played 249 games.
That's crazy. Season and a half of ball. Yeah, I'm good. He did have injury history though.
No,
He never really was good at any point.
he was solid in 23.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
until he got
that
hurt.
was
That's a Jolly Olive video right there. All right. Are you guys ready for my random twin?
yes.
So at the end of every episode, one of us is gonna do a little trivia about a random twin. Last time it was Joey doing Jason Castro, and
Can we reword that, please?
nope. I'm so mad at myself because I didn't guess it. So now, since I lost, it is my turn to pick a random twin. Are you ready?
Yep.
I feel like I have no chance against Joe. I have zero chance.
Neither of us are ever going to have any chance.
I will never beat Joe ever.
We should do one where we have a guest and it's just me and you versus Joey trying to like name a random twin with a guest host. All right. This player signed as an amateur free agent with the Angels in 2003. Any guesses so far?
I have one in my head, but
Of course.
I'm not gonna.
Of
I'm not gonna
course
say it yet.
you
I
do.
don't have a name yet.
Now I'm afraid. I'm feeling like Joey's just going to know any of these stats off the top of his head. In his last MLB season, he played in one game. Joey, I see the wheels turning.
He's thinking.
My guess is still there.
Oh my gosh!
I'm not gonna say it, though.
I swear, if like your original name is right. Oh.
He led Major League Baseball in sacrifice hits in 2008 with 13. Oh, Joey doesn't look as confident.
No, I had someone else, so now we're starting fresh.
Oh, in 9 seasons, well, I guess 8 seasons in one game, he hit 12 home runs.
Yeah, I have a.
I have a couple names in my head now.
Yeah,
Any guesses before I move on to the next one?
I'm not gonna guess yet, but
We get 3 guesses, right?
yeah.
Some other stats for you.
Wow,
In
would
his
he have
career,
gotten? I don't know if he would have been drafted that early. You can go one more. You can give one more hint.
in his career, he had 80 stolen bases and a 73 OPS plus. You guys better start throwing out names here.
Okay, I'll take a guess.
All right.
Is it Brendan Harris?
No,
Oh,
that is a great guess though, because I did look up his baseball reference page to figure this out. Like try to find a guy. That's a great guess. I love that from you.
thank you, thank you.
I think you guys missed kind of a big hint in my very first clue. He was signed as an amateur free agent.
Amateur.
He was not drafted.
hmm
Think of what players don't typically get drafted.
Yeah,
Okay. Not Brendan Ryan.
and you're right. It's not Brendan Ryan. That's not what I said.
Or whatever you said. Brendan Harris.
Brendan
Don't
Harris.
disrespect him.
I get those two mixed up in my head all the time. In 2005, he was traded by the Angels to the Twins for JC Romero.
For the Angels, new twin.
He made his debut in my baseball reference page will load here. Hold on. In 2006, where he had 0 at bats, 0 hits, 0 stolen bases, 0 RBIs.
Who did he make his debut with?
With the Twins.
With the Twins.
His career high in WAR in one season is 2 in 2012. His career low is negative 1.5 in 2009.
Was 2012 with the Twins?
Yes. I have one clue that as soon as I say it, you're both going to be screaming. I thought Joey would have gotten it by now. I'm being honest.
I'm surprised he hasn't.
Hold on, I'm thinking.
Let me tell you his
Trying to think
birthday.
through those crappy teams.
I want to hold on to my guesses, but I have another one.
You got 2 to rip.
I do.
Logan hasn't made 1 yet.
Can I ask a question that might be a little too specific for you to give me an answer?
If it's too specific, I won't answer it. Like I'll say,
Was 2012 his last year with the Twins?
yes.
And then he moved on.
Yep.
To Baltimore. Yeah, it's Alexi Casilla.
It is Alexi
Yeah.
Casilla.
I swear I thought of his name. Oh my god. I just didn't put it. Oh,
my last clue was he hit the walk-off in game 163 in 2009.
Yeah, that would have been.
Yeah.
Ah.
I'm surprised it took you guys that long to get there.
No,
Yeah.
his name did pop up in my mind. I would have had him drafted later than 2003. I had him like in my mind. He didn't debut that early.
Well, he
Yeah.
was signed at 18 and he debuted at 21
Yeah,
because he's an
It's like
international free agent, so they can get
in
him
my
late.
mind, like my early memories of baseball are like 2009, 2010, 2011, and I'm like
Yeah,
in my mind, Casilla was like that was when he went
Yeah.
like when he got up to the bigs.
I see.
So I think
Okay.
that's what was tripping. Like his name did cross my mind though.
Yeah. I mean, he played 9 games in 2006, 56 in 2007.
Yeah.
Like, he was just kind of there. All right. Well, Joey, looks like you have to pick another twin. for
No,
next
I can.
time.
If
Or
we can do
Logan.
it, it'll be me.
Yeah, are we rotating it every time then?
it's whoever loses between the two people has to do the next one.
Okay. I got that backwards in my head.
Yeah.
Well, Logan, did you figure out our outro yet?
But you're an outro guy too.
I'm
Yeah.
the intro guy. I can't do both.
Bye.
Bye.